All praises to Yahweh, Basha, Yahweh Shai, double honors to Apostle Elders in New York, GMS. Salutations to y'all, Grand Will, teach the truth, put your lives on the line for it, and shalom to you, serious Aquaf. My name is Maya Kahala, Bun God with Chicago branch of Great Millstone. We are not black Hebrew Israelites, we are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, speckled birds scattered abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their father's paternal bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any black extreme identity group. We're not affiliated with any French militant groups. We're not affiliated with any Islamic groups. We're not affiliated with any other Islamic groups. And right here, man, just show you that, the Fulani Are Israelites, man. Point blank period. I know people they get emotional and everything, man, with the Fulani Igbo conflict, man, but that's part of the curses, man, all right? With the Fulani that came over here, man, to the Americas, man. All right, those are Israelites, and then the Fulani left behind, man. Those are Israelites, man. All right, now we at GMS, we kind of iffy on the DNA test and everything, man. But since you scoffers, and particularly from the House of Conscience, Garfield and all this stuff, man. Now listen what this girl said. We already know. We are those and know. We already know the Israelites. We already know the Fulani are Israelites. Point blank, period, man. All right, but just watch.
You need to stay and make sure I'm recording. I'm talking to my little sister, by the way, sorry. Alright, so I just found the page, and this is quite interesting to say the least, okay? So, according to this, oh my god, according to this results, I am 48%, oh my god, 48% Senegalese. Let that sink in. 48, that's basically saying like half of me is from Senegal. Here's the thing though, that kind of makes sense to me, but it's just the number is just like so high to me. Senegal, it's okay because of, there's Fouta Toro in Senegal, so that could make sense because Fulani people, Fouta, but it's so high though. Let's go to the next one. Oh my god, it says 27% Mali. Oh my god, 27% Mali, that's so high. But there are Fulani people in Mali too, so that's kind of like, that kind of makes sense too a little bit. And then it says 5% for the, okay, look, it's lagging me out, hold on. Okay. So it's saying 27% Mali, 5% Middle East, 5% Middle East, and then 16% Africa North, so North Africa. And what countries would that be? Oh my god, just like I thought. Let's say Morocco, Western Sahara, Algeria, Libya. I think I mentioned that earlier, didn't I? I mentioned
these black uncles. Hey, y'all from sub-Saharan Africa. Oh man, our people snatched up from all over the place, man. All right, now people migrate different parts, man. All right.
Morocco, Western, so I expected that, but it says 13 to 19% of that, so it's not specified. But then wait, I didn't say nothing about Guinea, which is my whole life, that's what I know. Am I not Guinean? I'm confused. I don't see nothing about Guinea. This is so weird. Oh wait, okay, it's showing up now. So interesting. So apparently the DNA is not clarifying which part, it's mixing up my Mali and my Guinean heritage. So it's Mali and Guinea make up 27%, which is like what? So I'm more Senegalese than I am Guinean? That is crazy. Oh my god. So anyway, let me start over so you guys can hear it. So it says 48% Senegalese, 27% Mali and Guinea, 5% 5% Middle East, 19% North African, that means Algeria, Tunisia, Libya. Those countries are kind of like Arabic speaking countries. And then trace regions, I have European, some European in me, some Jewish. What? Jewish.
You are Israelite. There's no surprise, man. All right, a lot of Fulani was brought over here to the Americas, man. All right, there's no surprise about that. All right, but Esau, he's not gonna tell you, you're 100%, you're 100% Israelite. He's not gonna tell you that, man. He's not gonna tell you what tribe you're from, which one of the families you come from, all this, everything, man. All right, but those in the know, we know that the Fulani, the Igbo, the Ashanti, the Ga, the Yoruba, all right, we know those are Israelites, man. All right, because the curse of Deuteronomy 28 fits them, man. All right, let's go right here. Tag and see.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well. So I've got a different kind of video for you guys today. It's going to be mom's dad. So my mom's mom is fully Fulani, so that's also another tribe in Africa. There's Fulani people in loads of countries. There's Fulani people in Mali and Senegal. Yeah, they're all around Africa. They're originally like nomads, so they travel around a lot, so they're spread all across Africa. With my dad, his dad is fully Fulani as well, and his mom is Kanuri. So yeah, that's what my parents told me about their ancestry. So I submitted my DNA about 2 years ago to Ancestry DNA, and guys, I was actually really shocked about these results. Like, what? But the weird thing is, my results actually changed. So about 2 months ago, they sent me an email. So they basically said my results have changed. So I'm not quite sure how accurate this thing is, if my results are changing. Maybe the more DNA they have, the more accurate it gets. I don't know if I can trust it anymore, but yeah. I'm going to read you guys the results, and you guys let me know what you think. I'm going to read you the original results first that I got about 2 years ago when I first submitted my DNA. Highest percentage is 65% Nigerian. Really?
Nigerians are Israelites.
65% only. I thought I was like 100% Nigerian. I don't know why, but yeah. So then it says 13% Senegal. That kind of makes sense because Senegal isn't too far from Nigeria, and I know there's like loads of Fulani people there, so it kind of makes sense that I'm from Senegal, so that was not really a shock. Then it says 6% Southeastern Bantu, which a lot of countries come under that. So South Africa, Kenya, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Angola, Tanzania, Mozambique, and Uganda. Next one is 5% from Mali/Guinea. So it makes sense again because there's like loads of Fulani people there. So, Fulani people move around. So it kind of makes sense that my results are showing loads of different countries in West Africa. I've got 5% North Africa as well. I don't really know where that came from. Maybe again, the traveling, I don't know. But there's Morocco, Western Sahara, Algeria, and Libya. So my dad actually told me a story about how back in the day, when people from West Africa wanted to go to Hajj, they would go by foot, and sometimes they would on their way back just stay in certain countries for a few years and then make their way back. I'm not too sure about the ins and outs of that story, but maybe some of my ancestors stopped by North Africa on their way back from Hajj, maybe, and then came back to Nigeria. I don't know. I'm just trying to piece the puzzle together, but that could be a story. I've got 3% Cameroon, Gabon. Once again, there are Fulani people in these countries, and I know that some people in Cameroon and Gabon as well speak Hausa, so that does make sense. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just trying to yeah, that might make sense as well. And then we've got Middle East 2%, which is Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Oman, Yemen, UAE, Lebanon, and Israel. So that kind of relates to North Africa just because they're really close.
And Israel. All right. But that's where they came from, through Israel. All right. Israel, Egypt, then they spread out, man. All right. So you know, people, they're everywhere, man. They spread out everywhere. All right. Get this right here. All right. But like I said, man, the DNA test ain't gonna say, ha, you're an Israelite. You know, because that's not gonna benefit Esau, man. Then he'll give himself up. All right. That you know, his whole lie about who's the true people of the Lord, it'll fall apart, man. Especially that modern day state of Israel over there. All right, because the word Israeli means citizen of modern state of Israel. Israelite means one who is connected. All right, basically descended from Jacob, man. All right, and that's who the Fulani, the Igbo, the Yoruba, all right, the Mandingo. All right, those are the Israelites of the Bible. And you see, this is nothing but demons, man. That's my phone like this. All right. If I was doing some all type of madness and stuff, my phone be working fine. All right. But anyway, man, right here it says, you get this. Well, this. Hey, come on. All right. Thank you. All time, man. All right. Oh boy, this is not what I wanted. Bear with me, y'all. All right. Anyway, it says Deuteronomy 28. Alright. It says, what he said up there, spread out, Deuteronomy 20:64, and your house shall scatter thee among all people from the end of the earth, even to the other there thou shalt serve for the powers which neither thou nor fathers had known, even wood and stone. You go right here, Deuteronomy 28:45. And 46 said, Deuteronomy 28:45 said, moreover, all the curse shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee to do thee overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the power of Yahweh thy power to keep his commandments, statute we commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee a sign of wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Right, man. So this curse should be a seed, man, a sign, man. Who are the Israelites? A lot of Fulanis that was brought over here. All right. And the wonder, like, man, why we all this? Like, what's going on with our people, man? Why we going through all this stuff, right? Because you are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, all right? Let's see what other Fulani. Let me go right here. DNA test. You people that believe in DNA tests and everything, all right? Now watch what this guy say. All right.
Sort this out. Oh my god, guys, welcome back. Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm just going to give you my result. My result is out. I have not even seen it yet. I'm just going to do it with you guys. So I would also like to
oh, that other test, man, you gonna see Greece and all that stuff. You have to remember the Fulani, man, they was into jihad too, man. All right. You know, that's what Jake do.
thank all the people that have commented.
They jihad and everything. Jake go through all these different countries and stuff, man. You know, you know, cause they get the women and everything, man. But all right.
Have shared and liked. I had a very good informative discussions with some on my page. So I would like to thank you for being contributing. Oh my
You got a
God,
lot of
this
Fulani
is something
music.
else. Guys, I have people in Jamaica. My wife is from Jamaica. Oh my God, well, we could be related, you know. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know that Jamaicans use yamu as a yamu nyiri. Abinchi, eat food in Fulani. They call it, they say it like that in Jamaica.
Now, the Fulani Are Israelites. How the heck did the Fulani word got to Jamaica? Could these people fit the curses?
Okay, you know, no wonder they're Fulani. Oh my God, this is something else. So the Caribbean, all the way from Bahamas, Cuba, Haiti, Jamaica is even more, isn't it? How do I?
Now I had this book on me, but you know, one of them brothers got it. Giant called Giant. All right, but I read your account where there was a Fulani slave in Cuba, man. He short, dark skin. He had like straight hair, man. All right. So you know.
Found this. Puerto Rico, everywhere. St. Vincent, everywhere. Barbados, Rihanna. No wonder she looked like Fulani. Where is all these people, guys? I need to do a lot of reading on this. I have so many places to go. This is quite interesting. Well, when I was praying last night, it was night of power last night. I did not expect to see my result today. I'm crying, guys. I'm laughing and crying and overjoyed.
You got the zeal of the Most High, man. Like I said, Romans 11:7, man. All right. He said he was praying, man. All right.
This is just something else. I don't even know where to go. It's overwhelming. It's really overwhelming. It's really guys, these are the faces of the
But they
people
got the zeal, you know.
Who are my DNA matches. I have a Springs as one of my DNA matches. Okay, I don't know where to go. I'm just kidding. Okay, guys. Let me get it together. Get it together, son. Get it together. You can be calm, you know. You can be calm and collect.
Said he was praying, so he got the zeal, you know, to the zeal. But you know, some Jake gonna wake up, some ain't, man. That's what I meant. All right, you got the zeal for the Lord, man. All right.
You can be calm and collected. All right, guys. There you have it. 96% African. 96%.
Not African, dude. It's like. All right, so what's the other one, man? African take DNA. Sultan. Let's see what this woman says right here.
A couple of years ago, I embarked on this amazing test. It is the test. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as my FedEx package came, I ripped into it, but I did not. I looked at it, but I did not look at it. So I have no idea what these test results say. So you're going to get an honest reaction from me as to what these test results say. I'm excited. Can't wait. So, let's see. So, welcome to African Ancestry Family. Let's see. Oh, it is with great pleasure that report your matric clan test result.
So they going by the mother, but your DNA go by your father. But anyway,
we have determined that you share maternal genetic ancestry with Fulani people in Nigeria today. We compared parts of your maternally inherited DNA to that of people from around the world to look for matches.
now they said DNA test for the women's maternally, but they had to get like the male, remember their fathers, if the woman tried to get her father's uncle take it. Man, he could just take it, you know, because why DNA continue, right? But that's what they say, you know.
The largest set of African maternal DNA samples available today, we found identical 100% matches for you with the maternal DNA of Fulani people. This means that at some point in the 500 to 2,000 year history of your maternal lineage, mother to mother to mother, there was a Fulani.
500 to man, the earth went around no damn 500, 200, man. You make sure this what she said.
Maternal DNA of Fulani people. This means that at some point in the 500 to 2,000 year history of your maternal lineage.
All right, Earth ain't that old, man. Earth at least like about, what, 12,000. All right, I know this is, all right. Well, bro, you already know, man, but, all right. But this is for the people who's into DNA and stuff, man, all right. Anyway, me did DNA gonna test, just basically tell where your people been in my view, man, all right. Like I said, ain't gonna tell you from the tribe of Asher, you from the tribe of Gad, you from the Tally, and all that stuff, man. They E1, BA, all that bull BS, man. All right.
Mother to mother to mother, there was a Fulani woman. Our analysis focuses on hyper-variable regions 1, 2, and 3 of your maternal DNA. Out of the 3 billion parts of your DNA, the variants below are unique to your maternal lineage and indicate DNA sequence patterns that you share with some Fulani people. The combination of HRVR variants determines your membership in haplogroup L2A. I'm going to have to look all this up because I have no idea what that is. Your statistical confidence measure or sequence similarity score is 100%. And then they give a breakdown of variants. Everyone in your entire maternal lineage from the past and into the future is Fulani. So, we encourage you to share this information with everyone on your mother's side of the family, including your siblings, children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews.
All right, that's enough. Let's see, let's see what she is. All right. Let's see if she.
Hey, it's your girl Diamond, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Buku Diamond. So recently I took an ancestry DNA test to see what my DNA or my DNA test to see what my ethnic background was. And like most of us, our families tell us what we are, but sometimes they're right and then sometimes they're wrong. So stay tuned to see what my results are. For sure. So my grandmother, I know that they are like straight up French, and then the Creole comes from my grandfather, both my grandfathers, and then my mom and my dad's side on both sides. So that makes sense. But yeah, so I know that for sure. I mean, growing up, I always just told people I was either ethnicity is in Texas. I would get a tab, and it's like something about trade. Again, I'm guessing when they say Indian, I'm assuming Native American. I'm not sure.
before I get into my results, I did ask a question on Facebook just to see what like some of my friends thought my ethnicity could be. And let me go to it. I got a lot of Eritrean, Ethiopian, Indian, Eritrean, Ethiopian. Somebody said Negro. I got Indian again. I'm guessing when they say Indian, I'm assuming Native American. I'm not sure. What else? One of my cousins said that we had one of my grandparents were full-blood Cherokee. Someone else said Native American. Someone else said Native American, African, and Samoan. And then I got someone that said West African countries and some European with maybe a dash of Native American. So these are my results. Okay, so it says that your girl is 24% Nigerian. Your girl from West Africa was good. It says that I'm 19% Cameroonian, Congo, and Southern Bantu peoples. It says that I am 12% England, Wales, and Northern Europe. Okay. It says that I'm 10% French, 9% Mali. I'm 9%, I'm 8% Senegal, I think I'm saying that right. I'm 7% Benin and Togo. 3% European Jewish. That's interesting.
What? 3% European Jewish. Now, what type of Jew? All right. And all these so-called DNA tests, they said Jew is Israel. What is the common factor? I wonder what it is. Those that know, you already know. And with all the country, Wales, all this. That's what Jay used to dwell in, man. All right.
I'm 2% Sweden. I'm 2% Eastern Europe and Russia. That's weird or odd. I'm 1% Ireland and Scotland, 1% Ghana, 1% Portugal, and 1% Eastern Africa. So that's kind of crazy because most people say I look Eastern African and it's only 1%. So when it goes down to like the communities or whatever, let me click on one. It says early Virginia African Americans. So this is basically where I come from as far as like Nigeria, Cameroon, and Congo and Bantu. So it says that your DNA shows that you have ancestry from Nigeria that links to these specific regions, which is the early Virginia African Americans and the Louisiana Creoles and African Americans. It gives you some history about.
And another thing, Creole don't mean you so-called mix with an Edomite so-called white man and so-called black woman. It could mean that child was born, okay, like in Louisiana or born in certain parts, man, where that culture at. I just found that out. All right.
Africa and Nigeria. I'll click on another one. Then it says Cameroon, Congo, Southern Bantu people. It says, again, with the early Virginia African Americans. So basically, this is just all one tab, really. And then also the England, Wales, Northwestern European. It says the same thing that early Virginia African Americans, Louisiana Creoles, and African Americans, and then Southern Louisiana French settlers. So that's like what I was saying about my grandma, saying that her greats came from France. So that's that. Then when you go back, there's Louisiana Creole and African Americans. So basically it just tells you about that. And then I also have another tab that says Southern Louisiana French settlers, and that's more of my England, Wales, and Northwestern Europe, France, Ireland, and Scott. So that's actually interesting. I would have never thought that I had like Russian and all that in Ireland in me. So that's interesting. Thanks for watching my ancestry.
All right, so there you go, man. All right. All right, the so-called Negroes in Americas. All right, Fulani, Yoruba, Igbo, all that stuff, man. All right, they're Israelites, man. All right, let's see, ethnicity tag. Let's see, result, Fulani, Nigeria, someone. Trying to look something else. But you know the Fulani, man, they Israelites, man. All right. Now I don't believe. Sometimes I don't believe the DNA tasting, but I do believe some instances tell you where your ancestors be like the girl. She said her grandma said we French, and all they end up on it said she French. So you know, DNA taste ain't 100% accurate, but it just gonna tell you some instance where your people been. Some instance, all right. Some instance they can't tell. You know, it'll come back zero, man. All right, but again, like I said, it's not going to say, hey, you're Israelite from the tribe of Asher, and you come from Asher, third son, and all this stuff, man. It's not gonna tell you that. At least I ain't gonna give you that, man. All right. All right. So I'm looking for a video. This guy, he's Fulani. All right. I'm gonna try to look at a video where he let me see. I hope I can find it around this time. All right. $8 years ago. I think that's old, man. But his ancestor. See right here. All right. So it ain't this video. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, let's see. What video? I'm trying to find it. Let's see. Hope I can find it. Just bear with me, Akim. It's been for a while since I've been on this site. Everything. Oh man. Let's see if I can find it. Maybe it's on part 4.
Let me make another clarification. I was talking about in my Fulani Origins of the Red Bone that on my South Carolina branch there was no evidence that we had any Native American DNA, but there was plenty of evidence that we were Fulani, and that evidence still.
Let me see. I'm trying to find it. Maybe it is on part 5. I just probably skipped it or something. All right.
Separate kingdoms. The southern kingdom comprised mainly of the tribe of Judah.
Okay, so
Guinea as a term for mixed race, even though we weren't a mixed race, but that was their theory. So Guinea became synonymous with mixed race. So when the North Italians came, when they came to America, they called them niggers and they called them guineas because their hair was like black people's hair. That's because they had mixed with black people during the Moorish period. So again,
Right, because look, the Moors were Israelites, man. The Moors were Israelites, and they went down in southern Italy, man. They laid down with the Edomite women. All right, they changed the whole phenotypes down there, man. Also, you had Jakes that was in Italy, man. They down there, missing those people, man. Then you had shipwrecks. Jake was shipwrecked there, man. All right. Well, the Moors are Israelites. All right, and the Moors were the first one that was brought over here. All right, the Moors and Marrano Jews, the first captive so-called slaves that came over here, man. All right, let's go right here. Numbers. Come on. It's raining outside, so everybody got something to do with the signal and everything, right? But Numbers chapter 1, verse 18, they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. They declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of names from 20 years old and upward their poles. All right. So you are the seed of your father, man. All right. And right here, Numbers 1 says, these were the renowned congregation, prince of the tribes of their fathers, head of thousands in Israel. All right, so just to let you know, man, you are the seed of your father. All right, so that was going down when the Moors went down there Italy. All right.
when you see North Italian as your secondary source population, it is not because you come from them. It's because they come from you. The Moors are in them. The Africans are in the Tuscan. It's not the other way around. So you have to always keep that in mind with this narrative. And that's what I want to talk about today with Hebrew. Now in the DNA calculator, they like to use the term Jew, that you're a percentage of Jew. The proper term should be percentage of Hebrew, not percentage of Jew. I'm going to read something about the difference, because the Quran talks about how they revealed this book, and one of the objectives is to get a message to the Bani Israel. The Bani Israel. Now, many of you may think the Bani Israel and the Jew are the same thing. Let me read from one of the scholars of Islam, and he says here that after the reign of Solomon, the ancient kingdom of Israel broke into two separate kingdoms. The southern kingdom comprised mainly of the tribe of Judah, one of the sons of Israel. That's just one of the sons of Israel. And as such was referred to as the kingdom of Judah. The term Yahudi, which is in the Quran.
Yahawada. All right, that's how I say it correct. Yahawada. All right, and the southern kingdom consists of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. The northern kingdom send the Levites back. All right, and you read that in First Kings. All right. And then Jeroboam had all the people from the rest of the tribes. They was high priests worshiping the calf gods. All right. They was doing on the left hand side. Right. That's why Gad now you see you do your evidence Gad doing priestly things and stuff like the Levites, man, because they witnessed that, man. He's with us over years. You're gonna remember some of it, all right? But Jeroboam do it just on the left hand side, worshiping the calves, all right?
The term Yahudi is derived from the name of this kingdom, even though they're not necessarily all descendants of Judah himself. The northern kingdom of Israel, with the bulk of the remaining tribes, were eventually conquered and destroyed. So, what is making clear...
So, 722 BC, the Syrians came in and took the northern kingdom ancestors, was I'm from the northern kingdom. All right, took them to Syria. Then after a little while, the captivity, they just read that 2 13, 39, and 48. They just, the majority of them came over here to Americas. You have few that stayed behind. All right, because you go Luke chapter 2, you see Anna prophetess, and she's from the tribe of Asher. All right.
Here, it says, however, the God used the construction, talk about the Yahudi in the Quran, and it's predominantly in the context of the original covenant. Now, the Yahudi in the Quran is talking about those who were present in Arabia.
All right. And Yehudi, that's the name that Ishmael, so-called Arabs, gave to the Negroes in Central Africa, Sudan. All right. So if the so-called Negroes were Canaanites or any of the Hamite, why the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, keep referring to them as Yehudi? You know, it's like I said in Luke chapter 21:15, man. You can't do nothing against this truth, man. You can't gainsay it, man. All right. The so-called Negroes in America are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man.
During the time of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, then the Quran also talks about the Bani Israel. These two are not.
Ban Yashar, they said. Ban Yashar. Ban means son. Yashar means he, prince of power.
Necessary to say, every Yahudi may be a descendant of the Bani Israel, but all Bani Israel are not Yahudi. All Bani Israel is not Yahudi. So we have to be clear.
You got 12 tribes, man. All right, everybody can't be Judah. All right, and that's the thing is, with those people over there in the modern day state of Israel, they said in Judah, what about the rest of the tribe? What about Issachar? What about Asher? What about Reuben? What about Gad? Okay, Naphtali. All right, Simeon, Ephraim. Okay, you know.
On this, so that when you do your DNA, don't go off saying I'm 30% Jew or 30% anything of that sort. For instance, there was a recent incident in Israel where one of the speakers of their parliament said of the Palestinians that the Palestinians cannot be Palestinians because there's no P in the Arabic language. So here it is, when you let someone else define you, then they can undefine you in order to justify taking something from you. So it was the Europeans that came up with the term Palestinian. In Arabia, it's Philistine, but they say Palestinian. Then the Philistines started calling themselves Palestinian. And then they flipped it on them after they got them to call themselves Palestinian. Then they tell them, hey, how could you be a Palestinian and there's no P in the Arabic language? This is the problem when other people define us. Because once they define you, they can undefine you. So other scholars flipped it on them and say, well, you're not a Jew because there's no J in the Hebrew language. So what we have to get out of is this type of defining each other, or letting someone else define us. Excuse me, not defining each other, of letting others define us. So you have in Africa groups of people that call themselves Ethiopian Jews. They didn't call themselves that until a Jewish missionary came among them and said, something.
And philosophy, those are not the real Jews. Those are Cushite converts, man. Right now, I'm gonna say this: we have people in Ethiopia. All right. Okay. All right. And there's always speckled birds among every nation. All right. Just put that in. All right.
Then your practices, the practices of your people, are the same practices of the Jews. And you were originally Jews before you came here. So these Ethiopians brought that story, and they began to call themselves Ethiopian Jews. Ethiopian Jews. Now, once you do that, once you let somebody define you, then you start using them as...
I'm trying to find that part where he held his picture up. Let me see. Alright, so I guess it's not in this video. Alright, but there was. Let me see. Something up. I don't know what the heck it is. Oh, that's his phone. So I'm trying to find the video. We held a picture of the people. He said that so it's not that video. I'm trying to find it. Where's that video? Let's see, maybe it's this one.
That was once established, by my ancestors. And that's why I feel very comfortable there. But later on, the narrative...
Alright, so let me see. I'm trying to find that video we had the picture of Jews, right? Let me see, yeah, the picture original of those Jakes over there in Yemen. And dang. It's not it. You know, but mostly I will, I'll come back, I'll do a part, let's almost touch this subject up again, man, but, alright, but the point is, man, that, the Fulani are Israelites that the Bible speaks of, so I'm in this, Shalom.